Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos State federal government partnered to provide breakfast for 30,000 public school pupils. Lashma holds second quarter media parley, reels out achievement in the last 3 months, and Lagos State government holds Lagos Praise 6th edition. The Lagos State government has partnered with the Renewed Hope National Homegrown School Feeding Program to launch an initiative aimed at providing nutritious breakfast snacks to primary school pupils and improve learning outcomes across schools. Speaking at a press conference on the initiative themed Adopt a School for Snacks for Thought, PBAT Feeds, the national manager of the program, Adiremi Adeboale, said the intervention is designed to ensure that no child is deprived of quality education because of hunger.
Some school children go to school on a daily basis to learn without food or proper nutritional meals. Researchers showed that hunger negatively impacts concentration, cognitive development, classroom participation, and overall academic performance. As part of efforts to support parents and guardians who are not financially buoyant, the federal government, in partnership with Lagos State and Conference 57, have unveiled the Adopt a School Snacks for Thought PBAT Feeds initiative to provide nutritious breakfast snacks to primary school pupils and improve learning outcomes across schools.
The initiative complements the objective of the Renewed Hope National Homegrown School Feeding Program and a broader human capital development goals by ensuring that children receive nutritious support that enhance learning outcomes while creating opportunities for community participation and corporate social responsibilities. The vision to create a Nigeria where no child is prevented from learning because of hunger, and the mission to mobilize individuals, corporations, philanthropists, faith-based organizations, community groups, development partners, and governments to collectively support the nutritional needs of school children through a simple, transparent, accountable, and scalable adoption model. A child's brain requires adequate nutrition to function optimally. When children receive healthy snacks before learning, they are able to concentrate, their memory retention increases, classroom participation rises, attendance improves, learning outcomes become stronger, emotional and behavioral regulation improves, and long-term education achievement is enhanced. The initiative recognized that nutrition is not merely a welfare intervention, it is an investment in human capital development and national productivity. Under the Adopt a School for Snacks for Thought model, sponsors of this program can adopt a classroom, a grade level, a school, multiple schools, a local government area, a senatorial district of the school, an entire state public primary school. Each sponsor commits to supporting nutritious snacks and beverages for identified pupils over a specific period of time.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, urged stakeholders and private sector operators to support local farmers who supply food items for the program.
You have farmers from different value chains across the states partnering with the federal government in ensuring that schools in each of the states are having access to certain types of food produce. So you talk about your eggs, you talk about your chicken, you talk about your yam. So depending on what the menu is for the day, and you have your farmers actually supplying this food. So coming to adopt a school for snacks for thought, it's still in the same line. The only thing is whatever support is coming from private individuals, from private sector, this can go directly to the farmers even to provide the food items, and then the appropriate vendors also to actually transform this food produce from raw to consumable. They can actually do the needful, and these foods can also be supplied to the children. With this, our children will be able to learn better, and once you have kids that learn better in school, you definitely have a more productive economy and society.
The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education and other speakers says the program will also help in tackling poverty and improve academic performance of school children.
One of the elements of learning poverty is the inability of parents to provide a basic necessity, that is food, to our children. And in providing this program in our schools, children will be able to have access to at least a decent breakfast that will enable them to increase their IQ and also participate in the class learning, teaching learning outcome. And not only that, it will enable them to be emotional stable and then be able to come to school every now and then. It will also reduce the out-of-school children, and we encourage many students and pupils to come to school to come and learn. So it is about a collaboration between the private sector, individuals, stakeholders that can contribute meaningfully so that we can be able to take care of our children who are the future of tomorrow.
I tell you that if you do not take care of them, there is no way they can become the leaders of tomorrow that we all envision all the time. So for me, it's a program that all of us should support. It's a program that we must back. It's a program that we must publicize. And not just because we feel that people should know, but do it with the same passion that Princess is doing it, so that those of us who believe in education as a tool to making the future of the nation bright and strong and credible, we support it. Philanthropists will come and support it because you guys are going to project it as the way to go, as what we need to do, as what all of us should be committed to. Because without kids feeding well, learning well, and imbibing moral values very well, there can be no future for a nation. And besides, all of the things that we are preaching concerning renewed hope, they all start from our kids, who are also the foundation of our future. So, gentlemen of the press, I implore you to please embrace this program, support it, publicize it, and push it.
About 30,000 primary and secondary school pupils will be selected for the daily program, and a digital dashboard will be adopted to screen vendors and sponsors that will be supplying the food items.
There are going to be suppliers on that platform that we have verified. All our suppliers, everyone on that platform must have NIN. That's the first thing. You will register with us, we will verify you, we ask some questions, and on the platform there's going to be price control. So it's not like this company is going to be selling for 500 naira, 200 naira. No, there's going to be a uniform price when you go on that platform. We are going to have our youth in the world to be our M&E, also to empower them and to support them. The M&E staff in that local government, in that school, we go there and verify that the item has been supplied. We will upload it. So I will see it at my back end. You, the person sponsoring, will also see it at the back end. When the children are being fed, it will be uploaded on a daily basis with the time, with the date. So nobody is talking anything. So we are talking about transparency, we are talking about accountability. So what we are doing in Lagos State, starting from June 30, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, is a pilot, wherein we are going to launch that dashboard that is going to go live on June 30. Mr. Governor will launch that platform.
The Adopt a School for Snacks for Thought initiative will be flagged off across 36 states, and Lagos has been designated as a flagship state for the program, which aligns with the goal of the Renewed Hope agenda.
From school feeding program to healthcare, this time the Lagos State government has announced plans to adjust the policy framework guiding its health insurance scheme aimed at boosting enrollment, protecting the vulnerable, and strengthening the sustainability of the state's social health insurance program. The Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Health Management Agency, Dr. Emmanuel Azamba, disclosed this at the agency's second quarter media parley held at its headquarters in Alausa, Ikeja.
It's the Lagos State Health Management Agency's 2026 second quarter media parley, and top government staff of LASHMA are here to reel out the steps taken in the last 3 months towards achieving universal health coverage in Lagos State.
Thank you very much, sir.
The Permanent Secretary of Lashma, Dr. Emmanuel Azamba, has consistently updated the public about the state health insurance scheme called Ilera Eco, the benefit attributed to the mandatory health insurance scheme, and the second quarter of this year is not left out in the routine exercise.
The agency, in line with the executive order, officially launched the Lashma Assistance in Distress Lashma Aid initiative and commenced the emergency service program for residents of the states, especially Ilera Eco enrollees and the vulnerable population, in March of 2026. It gladdens my heart to inform you that the program has been yielding positive results, and Lashma has been able to save 18 lives, particularly among the vulnerable population. We're all aware that the enforcement of mandatory social health insurance commenced across all the ministries, departments, and agencies of the Lagos State Government on the 1st of February 2026, following the official inauguration of the enforcement team by the head of service, Mr. Olabode Aguru, on Wednesday, the 21st of January 2026. While there has been a lot of progress recorded in NGOs that are poised to comply with the executive order directives, Lashma has intensified its pre-enforcement activities at the grassroots level. This represents the second leg of the enforcement strategy, which will target the informal sector. In our quest to provide quality and equitable healthcare services to all residents of the state, especially the vulnerable, and in line with our mantra which says Ilera Eco, leaving no one behind, the agency launched the Eco Social Health Alliance Rural Health Scheme in Agboyi Oriomi under Agboyi Ketu LCDA. The essence of this initiative is to ensure that people living in underserved areas where there is no primary health center services through a mobile health van. Following up on the training conducted for health desk journalists, the agency has registered and enrolled a total of 72 persons comprising health writers, their spouses, and dependents, free of charge for 1 year. The saying goes that the taste of the pudding is in the eating, and I am sure some of you may have visited the hospital by now. In Lashma, our word is our bond. We mean what we say, and we say what we mean.
One of Lashma's officials revealed the growth of Ilera Eco across the 5 divisions of the state and the health cases treated for enrollees registered with Ilera Eco.
In terms of utilization, we've also been witnessing a lot of utilization on the scheme, showing that enrollees are beginning to trust the scheme and not just enrolling, but accessing care. We have had at least 1.2 million visits as of Q1 on the scheme. In terms of maternal care, we've had about 60,000 women come for antenatal visits on the scheme, and of these, 19,000 were vaginal delivery and 18,000 plus were cesarean section. And then in terms of eyeglasses are covered on Ilera Eco. We have issued 6,000 plus glasses on the scheme. And then for hypertension, visits related to hypertension, this has recorded almost 180,000 on the scheme, while visits for diabetes is about almost 60,000 so far. In conclusion, utilization continues to rise, showing that coverage is translating into real access to care, and then more enrollees are actively using the scheme, increasing demand. Ilera Eco is moving beyond enrollment to delivering impact.
An overview of the Lagos State Health Management Agency's aid program is also highlighted.
It's been in 4 months of operation. How Lashma Aid has been so far, we are a branch of the executive order that states that in every case of emergency, the hospital, the facility is to attend to the patient before asking for means of insurance. And in a situation where the patient is not enrolled, the facility is to enroll at that point. Pre-hospital response for us has been handled by LASAMBOS, that is the Lagos State Ambulance Service. We have a vast network of hospital providers. We're currently working with 5 ambulance service providers, 4 private providers, then LASAMBOS, the state ambulance service provider. So what are our next steps? We are calling on the media to share the Lashma Aid story, to speak of the things we have done, amplify our toll-free hotline. We are spotlighting our healthcare partners, our private partners, our state partners. We are also building government bridges between the ministries, governmental organization, and non-empaneled facility.
The Lagos State Health Management Agency covers all local government areas and local council development areas, with customers' portfolio at over 1 million as at May 31st, 2026, and healthcare services available in 631 public and private health facilities.
So in order to ensure that this message of Ilera Eco is owned by the people, and the gatekeepers at the local government level, they are well informed of Ilera Eco and the benefits of Ilera Eco. So that's why we started what we call the Ilera Eco, Ilera Ibile initiative. We've gone to extreme lengths to ensure that at the local government level, you have people that can give you this information, because information, as they say, is power. And a lot of people, the reason why they are not on board is not necessarily because they can't afford it, or it's because they don't know. And what you don't know, you can't benefit from. So that is the idea. We're going to make use of the local government machinery to ensure that at this grassroots, we have uptake, because it is one of the most difficult things worldwide. How do you get your informal sector to participate in social health insurance? It's a very difficult problem.
Some of the enrollees share their experience about Ilera Eco.
I joined in 2021. Then I was still a single young man. But I registered as a single person. That was 8,000 naira. And at that time, I was the State Public Relations Officer of the National Health Council of Nigeria. So what Dr. Zamba and her team did was to get more Lagosians onboarded on the Ilera Eco. So they were going to community to get people enrolled without pay. So there was an opportunity open for Youth Council at that time. So we got enrolled without pay, and because they wanted us to be onboarded so that we can enjoy the health care scheme by Ilera Eco. And in 2022, when I got married, I enrolled myself and my wife. We moved from single to family of 4. And in 2023, when my wife was to give birth, first child, it was through Ilera Eco, and we didn't pay 1 naira from the beginning to delivery. Even after delivery, I didn't even know that I was supposed to even enroll the new baby. So it was when they got to the hospital that we have to enroll her, because there was a desk officer in the hospital who was educating us. So we didn't even wait till we started reaching out to Lashma before we got our information. So we got that, without pay. And I became a town crier of Ilera Eco, because I started sharing the testimony to my friends. I started sharing it on my platform, Facebook. Even a friend of mine saw it on Facebook and invited and called me to know how he can also go about it. And he did. Unfortunately, when his wife was to give birth at Bagada through CS, the hospital asked him to pay. He paid, and I called Mrs. Yinka that I don't know what was wrong. And lo and behold, few weeks after, Lashma refunded his money back to his account. So that's another testimony.
Lashma assures citizens of addressing all issues encountered by enrollees at their preferred hospital.
We are aware that there are challenges. We are working on that. We did have a meeting, a stakeholders meeting with community pharmacies. Was that in May? In May. To talk about these challenges, listen to their own pain points as well. And we are currently redesigning that program. So we'll come out with a drug access expansion 2.0, which we'll be launching in, I think, the 3rd quarter. Yes, so that I'm sure you will be able to testify to some of the improvements that you will see on that program. Whenever you feel unwell and to share your experience with us, please feel free to call our customer service numbers whenever you encounter any challenge at the hospital or community pharmacies. I am sure you all have the customer service numbers by now, and if you do not, we will share that before you leave. We remain open to constructive criticism, commendations, and suggestions that can assist us in better planning, monitoring, and service delivery to our customers.
Universal health coverage is a journey that requires the collective responsibility of all stakeholders, and the Lagos State Health Management Agency says it remains committed to achieve universal health coverage for all Lagos residents in order to reduce out-of-pocket medical expenses.
Lagosians, it is no news that the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu delivered projects in different sectors of the economy through the themes agenda. With this success in mind, the second term of the present administration has included social inclusion, gender equality, and the affairs of youths in its agenda. Now, we have the Themes Plus agenda. With this, no one is left behind on account of their social status, gender, or age. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe.
And finally on the program is the Lagos Praise 6th edition, where the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged Christians to remain grounded in the word of the Lord by reading their Bible often. Please take a look.
The Blue Roof Agidigbe Ikeja is the venue for the 2026 Lagos Praise. Christian leaders, senior officials of the Lagos State Government, Committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, and other residents turn out for the annual event. Wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, makes her way into the hall, dancing with the people. Different gospel artists, including Yinka Ayefele, Bukola Beckers, engaged the gathering in praise and worship. The annual event organized by the Office of the First Lady provides an opportunity for the government and the people of Lagos to appreciate God for peace and unity in the state.
King of glory, we gather here to exalt your holy name. We gather here for your own worship. And you that inhabit the praises of your people, we ask you, Almighty, to come down and take over this entire program, that Lord Almighty, you will accept our sacrifices of praise this day in the name of Jesus.
You can be seated.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu also joins the gathering, where biblical puzzle and other Christian games took center stage at the event.
What does El Gibo mean? El Gibo
What does it mean? The name of God in Hebrew. El Gibor.
God with us.
Excuse me? No.
According to the scriptures, who is referred to as the last Adam?
Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all.
God bless you.
It's the wicked.
God bless you.
These people on this side, they are covering their answer sheet like somebody is going to copy from them.
Some of the lucky winners received cash gifts and also get an opportunity to visit the Holy Land.
So she too has won a slot to go to Jerusalem. Not only that, there's a token on top of this Jerusalem, and she's also going to invest more in the sword.
I'm not going to tell you how much that is there, but I know that whatever is there, whatever you use it for, is going to multiply in the name of the Lord.
Dr. Ebijoke Sanwo-Olu says the idea behind the 2026 Praise Edition is to test the people's biblical knowledge.
This year we tried to test the different guests, the different categories of people that we invited, which cuts across different associations, different age groups, different status, testing our biblical knowledge, either through quiz, either through doing puzzles, or opening your Bible. And so the message is, please, apart from just praising God all the time, we want you to study the Bible more. We have seen a large deficit, and that's why we wanted to showcase it among our children, among our moms, among our dads. We need to do more of Bible study, meditating on it, meditating on His Word. Very, very important. That's the message I want to send down.
The 6th Lagos Praise is the last edition that will be carried out by the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, with the hope that the faith-based gathering will be sustained by the next administration.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, obey all state laws, be the best you can, but most importantly, in whatever you do and wherever you are, live a healthy life. Till next time, it's bye for now.